We got Batman versus Spider-Man, official divide, man. Let's get it. Wait. First, well, y'all already know, man. I could have sworn I had posted something like this on my community tab way back then, bro. You already know who I'm going with. What? Batman. Why you think I got my name? Where you think I got Gotham from? Gotham City, Gotham. I call myself Gotham, bro. Gotham. It's Gotham City. I got Gotham from Batman. Of course, bro. I'm going with Batman. It's Gotham City. That's why I came up with the name Gotham City, bro. Come on.
Batman versus Insomniac Spider-Man. When we think of a matchup of heroes in the gaming world, there's no greater comparison than New York's savior and Gotham's symbol of fear, with one being able to take on 6 of his greatest enemies by himself, and the other taking on all of them in a single night. So who wins? The Spider versus the Bat?
It's the Bat, bro. But I do see some people be like, man, it don't go with that prayer time. So like, man, all right, bro, then what's the point of putting him in that then? He probably don't even need to use it on Spider-Man.
Who wins? Insomniac Spider-Man versus Arkham Batman. Both Spider-Man and Batman have shown to be able to be shot and survive, being shown to survive small building level explosions, whether it be from bombs, negative energy, or power plants. Spider-Man alone has been punched through a bank vault door and survived electric shocks from Electro that can malfunction a helicopter with a single strike. Spider-Man and Batman are also shown to be able to survive large building level explosions, as Batman was locked inside a room inside Arkham Asylum and a bomb detonated next to him at point blank range, and he was able to walk away from it unscathed, as well as Batman having durability relative or higher than the Arkham Knight, who did the same. And Spider-Man was smashed through a pillar by Electro, which has been calced to large building level, which means at the peak of their durability, they would be relative, if not slightly in Spider-Man's favor, as he has more consistent feats of tanking building level attacks. However, given the black suit, this gets much worse for Batman, as he would have relative durability to Miles, who can endure energy powerful enough to level New York's Bureau of Harlem, which has been count to multi-city block level. However, this is a little contentious, as Miles being able to endure this might be a lot easier than Peter doing this himself, as Miles has the ability to absorb energy, which might allow him to perform this feat, and it was still agreed upon by everyone that Miles should have died, and both of them would have fluid durability, as well as they have both been hurt by much weaker things. For example, Miles breaking his ribs fighting against the Tinkerer. It's safe to say that both combatants, given the opportunity, can damage each other. In terms of speed, Spider-Man and Batman are ridiculously fast, able to dodge gunfire on a consistent basis, as they're able to dodge rocket launchers, grenade launchers, and blitz a group of men with ease. Travel speed I see as being relative, especially with Batman's version 3 grapnel. However, combat speed is a completely different story. Batman can knock out a group of 4 men before they can even process him being there. The way that he moves in a game is so extremely fast that a group of 15 to 20 men can be on the ground sleeping in 10 seconds. But both of them can move even faster, with Spider-Man and Batman being able to dodge electricity, with Batman being faster than Catwoman, who
I feel like Batman a little more faster though.
Was able to dodge an electric blast from a military-grade militia drone, and Spider-Man himself was able
just by looking at the gameplay, I feel like Batman a little more faster.
Dodge Electro's electric blast that was stated to be lightning blast, which would make their reaction speed hypersonic. However, I would give the slight edge to Batman, as he's able to move faster than Catwoman, who performed the same feat as Spider-Man. Spider-Man and Batman have both been shown to be able to—
yeah, that's what I give it to Batman. Batman a little more faster.
Lift people up with one arm, burst through walls, and lift various heavy objects. But in terms of raw lifting strength, Spider-Man would be far superior. Even though Batman can flip an 800-pound Killer Croc over his shoulder, Spider-Man makes Croc look like nothing, as he's able to slow down the rate of an 800-foot, 134,640-pound crane, can pull 80,000-pound semi-trucks, bend train tracks, and throw helicopter tails into the air with a single arm.
Very impressive. And he used that with his webs. Crazy. Well, strong.
He would be relative to Miles, who can pull 2 parts of a bridge together. However, lifting strength doesn't mean you hit harder. For example, the heaviest lifter in the world isn't the hardest puncher, and the same would be true for these two. In terms of attack potency, they would once again even out, as Bane can tank explosions and Croc, who can destroy the halls of Blackgate Prison, are still knocked out by Batman's fist alone, and Spider-Man, who can damage Rhino, who can tank explosions and run through buildings, putting their attack potencies at building to large building level. But if Peter has access to the anti-venom suit, he'd be hitting way harder. Peter in his black suit was able to damage Miles, who survived his Harlem feat. However, like I said before, their durability would be fluid, so it's kind of a 50-50. Both Spider-Man and Batman are extremely skilled combatants, being able to use various forms of martial arts to overwhelm their opponents. Spider-Man is an extremely skilled gymnast that uses professional Taekwondo and Muay Thai strikes with a capoeira flow, flashy wrestling, and lucha libre finishes with unpredictable melee attacks to destroy his opponents, and his spider sense that makes him that much harder to beat, granting him the ability to sense any and all danger, and Spider-Man responds accordingly. Batman, on the other hand, is the best, being able to defeat Lady Shiva, who is stated by Batman to be unmatched in combat ability, Deathstroke, a super-powered mercenary, and Ra's al Ghul, the leader of the League of Shadow, who's been alive and fighting for hundreds of years and gained superhuman strength, speed, and stamina. Batman knows over 19 different fighting styles, which Divine listed in this video here, and he's mastered all of them. He can predict the moves of his opponents, keeping himself 2 steps ahead, reaching physical and mental perfection. Even Insomniac's Taskmaster would fall short in comparison of combat when up against the Dark Knight. And this Batman is one of the only Batman that doesn't need prep time to win. If Spider-Man and Batman get into a hand-to-hand fight at close range, Spider-Man is gonna wake up with bats flying over his body. Both Bruce and Peter are equipped with many gadgets that aid them in their battles, with Batman.
I was saying like prep time. I don't even think Batman need prep time against I don't think Batman need prep time against Spider-Man, bro. That'd be pretty much like an overkill.
Having every gadget in the book, including sonic and remote batarangs, flashbangs, smoke bombs, freeze grenades, explosive gel, line launchers, hacking devices, cryptographic sequencers, shock gloves that build voltage from the kinetic energy of his opponent's faces, disruptors that would allow him to disable Spider-Man's web shooters, detective vision that allows him to see through walls, know his enemy's heart rate and level of fear, and of course a little button on his right arm that allows him to call a 12,000-pound tank that fires non-lethal bullets out of a 60mm cannon at 1,680 meters per second, and can even combo with the Dark Knight, with Spider-Man having many gadgets as well, with his web shooters that can support the weight of a 10,000-pound helicopter, meaning if Batman gets webbed up, it's over. He has a web grabber that can pull all of his surrounding enemies into one area, concussive blast that sends shockwaves launching his opponents into the air, and with his symbiote and anti-venom suit, he has complete control and manipulation of his tendrils. With Peter being Spider-Man for years, he has an extremely high battle IQ. However, compared to Batman, he's nothing, as Batman has fought fighters who've been alive and gaining battle IQ for hundreds of years, an entire army who was specifically trained by the Arkham Knight and Hugo Strange on how to defeat him, and even Azrael, a super soldier who spent years of his life studying Batman to eventually take the cowl, and all of them were completely defeated in a single night. In terms of mental fortitude, Batman takes this, and it's not even close. Although Spider-Man was able to withstand Scorpion's poison that turned
I've been telling people that Batman easily solo this guy.
The entire city into an ocean of poison and was still able to find the cure. Batman, within a single night across all of his games, has been injected with enough toxin to drive 10 men insane, poisoned to near death on multiple occasions, buried and resurrected in his own mind, relived the death of his friends and family, dived into fear toxin that was able to nuke a city, and even a small dose of that toxin can do this. And worst of all, he had the Clown Prince of Crime trying to take over his mind throughout the entirety of the last game, and yet at the end of the night, he was able to overcome all of it, burying the Joker in his mind. So in the matchup between New York's Savior and Gotham's symbol of fear,
Gotham City,
the winner is Arkham Batman. The reason Arkham Batman wins is because
I told you, I've been telling people Batman easily win. With or without his little prep time and all that.
Even when limited to only using the 3 games in the tie-in comics, Batman would still win more often than not. Both of their stats would be extremely relative, although Spider-Man blows Batman out of the water in terms of lifting strength.
But Batman's still cool though, man. But Superman's still cool though. I mean, Spider-Man's still cool.
However, their attack potency or how hard they can hit is around the same. Speed.
I know they're like, oh man, there he go talking about Superman again. Bro, I ain't talking about Superman. I meant to say Spider-Man, bro. My bad.
However, would go to Batman, as Catwoman dodging electricity and Spider-Man dodging Electro's lightning blast would both be high hypersonic. However, Batman would have the edge due to him being massively faster than Selina, who can perform similar feats to Spider-Man. With both of their stats being relative to one another, their fight would come down to combat skill and gadgets, and if Spider-Man decides to fight Batman straight up in terms of skill, it's gonna be another Tuesday night for Batman. However, Spider-Man has spider sense working in his favor, as he can detect all danger and respond accordingly. However, Batman has his own little version of spider sense, being able to predict his opponents and stay 2 steps ahead. Both of them have win cons within their gadgets. Spider-Man's web shooters are extremely durable, and if Batman gets webbed up, it's pretty much over. However, Batman has a disruptor that can disable guns, and he can do the same to Spider-Man's web shooters. Once again, giving Peter the anti-venom suit, all of the stats would go into his favor, excluding speed, meaning if he lands even a single punch, Batman dies. However, this is presupposing that Spider-Man actually could hit Batman. If he doesn't web him up, I truly see no way of Spider-Man landing even a single hit on someone who's that much better than him.
And plus, I feel like if he fighting on Spider-Man, I mean Batman like that, like if he fighting,
but if we take Spider-Man land,
if he finds Batman like this with all this type of space and stuff, yeah, I give it to Spider-Man. Well, fighting him in this type of well, you know, with the buildings and stuff, all these rocks and stuff falling down, then I give Spider-Man that. But eventually they gotta come down though, so you know.
Landing even a single hit on someone who's that much better than him at fighting. But if we take this a step further, diving into the new Suicide Squad game, Batman gets absolutely ridiculous. Being Batman for 5 years after the events of Arkham Knight, Batman was able to create tech far beyond anything we've seen inside the Arkham games. The Flash's suit is built by Wayne Tech, meaning it can literally withstand the Speed Force. And the Flash was able to have a long drawn-out battle with Green Lantern, who can literally conjure materials stronger than a nuke. As Amanda Waller shot a nuke into Metropolis and thought that Green Lantern's shield would just simply block it, and the Flash was able to have a long drawn-out battle with this level of power, and of course the Arkham Batman would put the best Wayne Tech into his bat suit. I think you guys are starting to understand how insane Arkham Batman truly is. But let me know if you guys want a full video on me breaking down how strong Batman truly is within this game. But keeping this fight within the 3 games, even then the winner is clear. However, Spider-Man is always holding back, but then again, so is Batman. In the end, I guess we finally know who wins between a spider and a bat, because if Spider-Man tries to take on the Dark Knight, the only thing he'll be hearing is Peter, it's time to get up. What's up guys, it's Divine. If you guys enjoyed this video,
yeah, that was cool. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, do y'all agree with it or not? Like I said, y'all, it's okay if y'all disagree to it, bro. It's okay if y'all want to disagree. But like I said, I'm going with, like I said, Batman. But like I said, it's okay if y'all disagree. It's okay. But you already know, man. Let's get it.